Good morning, students. Today we are going to read chapter 4 of Political Science Working of Institution part 7. In this part, we will read about the election procedure of the President of India. The President of India, not elected directly by the people, as we all know very well. All the members of Parliament and members of assemblies elect him. A candidate standing for the post has to get majority of votes to win the election. This ensures that the President of India can be seen to represent the entire nation. This is here our President of India. Now let us read about the powers of President of India. The President of India is the head of the state. As we know that Prime Minister is the head of the government and President is the head of the state. He exercises only nominal powers. He is like the Queen of Britain, whose functions are to large extent ceremonial. The President supervises the overall functioning of all the political institution. All governmental activities take place in the name of President, and all laws and major policy decisions of the government are issued by the name of President. All major appointments are made in the name of President. These includes the appointment of Chief Justice of India, the judges of Supreme Court and High Courts, the governors of the states, the election commissioner, ambassadors to other countries, etc. All these appointments are made in the name of President. All international treaties and agreements are made in the name of President. As we all know that President is having nominal powers. The President is the supreme commander of the Defense Forces of India. Now let us talk about the limitation of the power of President. It is not the power of President is not limited. There are some limitations also. Which are these limitations? Let us read. The President is the head of the state and not the head of the government. Therefore, he exercises only nominal powers, and that too on the advice of the Council of Ministers. The President can ask the Council of Ministers to reconsider its advice. But if the same advice is given again, he or she is bound to act according to it. A bill passed by the Parliament becomes a law only after the President gives assent to it. If the President wants, he or she can delay this for some time and send the bill back to the Parliament and reconsideration. But if the Parliament passes the bill again, he or she will have to sign it. Thank you. Next we will do in our next module.